Do you mind holding for one moment, please? Thank you. Tonight on Toxic Tuesday, episode 37, we're going to talk about something that stresses a lot of us out, and a lot of us actually hate it: work. So we're going to identify where these stresses are coming from and hopefully come up with some solutions for you that'll make your workspace a better place to be. Let's talk about it. All right, so what we're going to do is...
This is another session of Toxic Tuesday. Da, 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 da. Therapy for the people.
Hello, my beautiful people. It's the King Omar Sharif. I welcome you back to another Toxic Tuesday, where we turn our bad into good situations. Toxic Tuesdays are all about you, your mind, your body, your soul. I believe if we can control those three things, we'll find happiness. I also want to say this, y'all. I missed y'all. I can't wait for these Tuesdays to roll back around again so we can have more discussions. We can give more light to each other, and we can shed that light throughout the world. So let's do that, y'all. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for liking the channel, subscribing to the channel, commenting, putting on those notification bells, everything that it says right there. It is greatly appreciated, because as I help you grow, I would love to grow along with you. And be sure to stay tuned to the end. You know I got another great juice for y'all, especially during the summer. This time is going to be some watermelon cherry juice, and you know I got more flavors than the ice cream truck. So stay tuned till then, and I'll show you how to make it. All right, y'all, let's dive into it. Let's talk about how to manage stress in the workplace, okay? Now, work is work for a lot of us. It's not something that we love to do. It's not something that we love to wake up and prepare for. And if you think about it, we spend most of our time away from home and working. And if you work from home, you're still working, okay? And most of your time is spent in front of that computer. Most of that time is being cramped up in a funny position, which is not good for your body. So we're going to talk about these things tonight, and we must start with the first thing on the list, which is identify where the stress is coming from. Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself questions. Is it because of the hours and your boss saying, hey, I need you to work later tonight, and you got something to do? That'll stress you out, right? Is it the pay? Yeah, we accept the pay going into a job. We know what we're going to be paid. But if you work well, you perform well, and you're meeting quotas and deadlines, you like to be compensated for that work. You like to feel appreciated for your work, which comes promotions, and not those little quarter raises that won't even do nothing for your gas tank. Not those things. That's only going to upset you. That's all a part of the work will, right? Is it the fact that you don't like your coworkers? Now, that's another big one, because oftentimes we try to be too friendly with our coworkers. And then when you think that you got a friendly coworker, that stuff that you try to bond and create inside of that workspace can backfire, because then you start disagreeing with them on different things: their lifestyle, your lifestyle, their beliefs, your beliefs, them telling your personal business to other people at the job, whatever the case may be. Or they got a promotion and you feel like they didn't deserve it over you. There's many different things to make you not like a coworker. So we got to figure that out. Success starts from the top, from the CEO, and it trickles down to management and everybody else, leaders, team leads, whatever the case may be. What they do and how they want us to work oftentimes will be the success of yourself, will be the production of the department that you're working in. All these different things will come into account. Your happiness, which will what? Make you work better, make you want to show up to work with a smile on your face instead of saying, hey, I'm not feeling good today. I woke up with something. How many more sick days I got? You know what I mean? Like, we've all been there. Is it the commute to work? Now, it's one thing to have to work 8, 10, 11, 12 hours a day at work, right? It's another thing to have to use another hour, another 2 hours to commute there. That's really letting you know that your entire day is surrounded around being available for work, which can become very stressful, okay? Do you feel overworked at work? Do you feel like the workload isn't equally being distributed in your department or wherever you may be? Is it the fear of job security? If you see Johnny and Jenny getting fired at work and you see this continually happening where a job has a lot of turnover, that can make you scared to lose your job, and that could become very stressful, working in fear. So there's many different areas and avenues where work can become very stressful to you. So what we're going to do tonight is try to make things a lot easier for us, a lot more happier for us, and a lot less stressful for us, all right? Because less stress is best. Say that with me. Less stress is best, especially in the workplace, especially because we spend so much time there, okay? We spend more time with our work families than we do with our real families. That's why they call them work families. We're always around them. All right, y'all. So one thing that we're going to talk about next is managing time and time management. How important is that? So the way to try to relieve some of that stress, if your job requires for you to be on a schedule where you have deadlines and things work best if you're organized, please organize your day. Get you a map, get you a scheduler, get you some way to plan certain times for certain things. When you make those time slots and you can stick to those time slots in that schedule, that can relieve a lot of your stress, because organization within the organization is very important. If you're messy and you're just all over the place and you're trying to figure things out as you go and like, oh yeah, I'm always working on the edge. I'm on the edge. Like that could be stressful and have you on the edge inside and outside of work. So time management is very important, y'all. The third thing that I want to talk about is stepping away. You see this laptop here? Sometimes I got to just step away from it. Sometimes I got to take this headset off a lot more than what I think I need to. Because when you're able to take breaks, and during these breaks, what do you want to do? You want to stretch. You want to get up and walk around and get that blood circulating. And this is for people that work in the office environment and in the home environment, because we're in a day and age where everybody's remote. A lot of people are remote. So if you're just sitting there on your butt all day, back like this, and bad posture, that's not good for your blood flow. That's not good for your body. And once that body starts to ache, that's going to put you in a different mind frame where it's going to be upsetting. And you're going to be upset about how long and the hours that you have to work and sit in front of that computer each day or be on that headset. Hey, may I help you? Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Non-stop, like a robot, right? So, which is why they're trying to get a lot of these robots to take your job. So make sure that you're able to implement some type of break, take some deep breaths, get some fresh air, do something to break up that 8, 9, 10-hour cycle of having to work every day. The fourth thing that I would like to talk about is having some type of work balance and setting boundaries. What that is you can't take work home. Now, oftentimes we do. For instance, I have someone very dear in my life, and she's so sweet and so hardworking and so dedicated. But I know that I always see her or always hear her working after work hours. Okay? And it's stressful. If you spend all this time at work and then you're at home on the computer working, and you're like, oh my goodness, I need help. And it's not because you're not capable of doing the work. She's a very smart and brilliant individual. But at the same time, if you're always thinking about work, that becomes stressful, y'all. So please set boundaries and say, okay, this is my work life. This is my personal life. No emails, no laptops, no phone calls, nothing pertaining or having to do with work when I'm home. Yes, every now and again you may have an emergency, of course, but to make it a regular thing cannot be a healthy thing for you. So now we're going to go into number 5, which is a great one, and it's talking about having a healthier lifestyle. My entire channel is about having a healthier lifestyle. Mind, body, and soul control. That's a healthier lifestyle. That's happiness. That's the thing that we should be out traveling to seek and find every day of our lives until we're able to get there. I believe that. So what this is going to require you to do is some self-care. Do what you like to do. Do what you love to do. Do your hobbies. Ladies, go get manicures, pedicures. Go have a nice dinner. I don't care if you don't have anybody to go with. Do it alone. Not everybody is in a relationship or has a family. There's a lot of independent, successful people out there. And we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So at the end of the day, make sure that you separate work from home and you do some self-care. You go and do some hobbies. And if you haven't found your hobbies or things that you like to do, that's great too, because you have a lot of exploring to do. Every weekend, after work hours, whenever it is, incorporate exercise, incorporate different ways to relax. You know what I mean? There's plenty of spas. There are plenty of videos on YouTube where you can play soothing things that will relax your mind and calm you down. You can play spa music on YouTube if you like. So however you choose to relax, however you choose to explore your hobbies or explore new hobbies, just make sure that you incorporate that. And very importantly, make sure that you're spending time with your loved ones, because that work family should not come before your real, actual, loving family. Especially those babies. Y'all know how I feel about those babies. Give them babies some time and give them some love. Now, the most important thing to help relieve stress is so important, y'all. I promise you. This is number 6. The most important. Should have been number 1, but I got to close strongly. I got to do that for y'all. Please find your purpose in life. Please find the pathway to your passion. With that, I believe that many of us don't know what that is. Many people do not know what they're on this earth to do, which is why you're at work, you're on that computer making that money. The little bit of money that you are making, you ain't making the real money that the company's making, of course, right? Because it's not what? Your company. Everybody's not a CEO. I get it. Everybody isn't going to be an inventor. I get it. But whatever it is that you're passionate about, you should be able to be paid for that passion. You may have a boss. You may have 10 bosses. But if you're there, make sure that you enjoy the work that you're doing at least. Don't ever be scared to venture out and change jobs. And let me give y'all a tip who like quitting. Before you hand in that resignation, be sure that while you're at that current job, that you're searching for others, unless you got a nice savings. If you don't have a nice savings, remember, you're going to be working in the hole, okay? So, yeah, that's company time. We shouldn't be looking for jobs on company time. But at the end of the day, if we know that's not meant for us and we stressed out, y'all better be looking for them jobs on company time. Just make sure you transition out of there nicely, okay? So finding your passion, finding your purpose is also going to require for you to be honest with yourself. It's going to require some prayer to the Creator. Yes, it is, because I believe the Creator has allowed me to be a creator, okay? I'm an extension of the Creator. So what that does for me is allows me to say, okay, I'm going to do a video on how we going to manage work stress. And hopefully it's going to help somebody out there today. And whatever amount of times y'all watch this video, hopefully it'll help somebody. That's my passion. That's my purpose, helping you grow. I don't care what it is. I believe that the Creator will allow you to be successful in your passion. I believe you will receive many blessings by finding your purpose. And that's what this true life is all about. It's not about busting your butt 9 to 5 or whatever hours you work. That's not going to bring you happiness unless you absolutely love your profession. And I salute, round of applause to all of you out there who have found that job and are very happy at your job. But many people aren't. Many people hate their jobs. And I actually did a video that you can find on my channel, the King Omar Sharif, this very one that you're watching this video on. I did a video on ways that you can find your passions, okay? So watch that one, be sure to do that, and maybe that'll accelerate you and give you some more courage, not that liquid courage, real courage from within to find what you're passionate about, and hopefully to make a life out of it, and be paid and be blessed from your purpose. So those were some things I wanted to share with y'all to help you at work to relieve some stress, okay? Because work is stress. And I'd like to have another toast as I've been recently closing out the show. This toast is gonna be to a better life. This toast is for you finding your passion. This toast is for you living with purpose. This toast is for you achieving those things and then finally becoming happy and being able to free yourself from the stressful workspaces and places that we're in, because we are all trained to be workers. That's what this whole American dream is. Go work hard on somebody else's clock. But this toast is to you creating your own clock, to you creating your own success, for you being brave enough to say, you know what, I want more. I want to be happier. I want to be healthier. I want to be freer. That's what this is all about, y'all. One life to live. Live it to the fullest. This toast is for us. I love y'all. This is cherry watermelon juice. Sliced up a nice piece of watermelon. You get that rind in there, fellas. Get that rind in there. Make you stronger. Also, I took about 8 to 10 frozen dark cherries. Put them in that blender. 2 bottles of spring water. Added some honey. And it's on the money. Now be sure that you are using spring water or mineral water, because when you look on the back of your bottle, it should only say spring water or whatever minerals are in it. When you look at the ingredients, and it's normally purified water, and it's from the leading brand companies, okay? I'm not gonna say any names, but I just want y'all to be sure that you check the back of your bottles. If it says chloride and sulfide and all this other stuff that had you terrified, you don't need it, okay? Don't drink those waters any longer. It's bad enough they're in those plastic bottles with mixed chemicals. You don't need other chemicals that they're putting in there. So to another beautiful Toxic Tuesday, into you becoming stress-free at your workplace, in your personal life, all over life. I want you to get there. When you grow, I grow. Let's go, y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next Toxic Tuesday. And this time, we're going to lighten it up a little bit. We're going to be talking about love languages. And I might take a quiz. So maybe y'all could take it with me. That's love, y'all. See you next time.